Good morning and welcome. I have a beautiful Dollar Tree summertime DIY for you today. In today's crafting adventure, I'm going to show you step by step how to make this beautiful Welcome Summertime Wreath. All of the materials, with the exception of the ribbon, came from Dollar Tree. Let's go ahead and make this beautiful summer wreath. To get started on today's project, you're going to need a 14-inch wreath form. This comes from the floral garden section at Dollar Tree. Now I'm going to be using a gold tone wreath, but you can use whatever 14-inch wire wreath form that you can find at Dollar Tree. They have black, silver, and gold. Any of them will work. You're also going to need several packages of the floral garden decorative mesh in their bright, vibrant pink. This is going to be a very festive summertime wreath. I'm so excited to get to use some of the new signs from Dollar Tree. You'll also need some pipe cleaners cut in half. You want to cut your mesh into strips at 12 inches. Now I have my mesh laid out and I'm cutting it into strips at 12 inches. Now you can always use a good pair of scissors to cut your mesh, but I prefer to use a rotary cutter. And I picked this one up from Dollar Tree, so it's only $1.25, and these work very well. They last me a good 6 to 8 months before I need to pick up a new one. So just measure your mesh, cut it at 12 inches. And I always like to layer my mesh. I cut at least 2 pieces, sometimes 3 at a time. It just makes work a little bit quicker. But as you can see, these work very well. I've been using this one for a good 6 months already, and it still cuts just fine. So for today's method, we're going to be doing my folded ruffle method. Now I designed this back in May of 2020. You want to take the ends and you fold them over each other by about 1 inch, so you make a little tube. Then you press it down. Start at one end and you scrunch up to the center. Start at the top and scrunch down. You want to pinch it in the center. You need to hold all that. Grab your pipe cleaner, wrap it around. Now you want to pull your ends to the top because this is where all your cut ends are, so you want to make sure that's your bottom. Okay, you can do a little bit of adjusting right now. Then I fold it down so I can get a nice tight grip, pinch and twist. And then open up your bundle. And I always think these look like a little butterfly. I think they look very cute. You want them relatively even on either side because when you put them in and you stack them next to each other, they're going to fold up like this. So that's why you want them relatively even. If you have a section that's pulled in a lot, just kind of grab it and tug a little bit until it looks a little bit more even. I'll show you one more time. You have a piece of mesh that's cut at 12 inches. Take the ends, fold it over themselves by about 1 inch. So you make a tube. Press down. Start at one end, scrunch up to the center, start at the top and scrunch down. Now the reason why I do that, it helps to get it more even on either side and in the center. And then I start with my pipe cleaner end up and I wrap around the bottom. Pull everything down so you can get a tight grip, pinch and twist. Open up and do any final adjusting. You have your cute little butterfly. Now to attach your bundles to your wreath form, you're going to be attaching them to the 2 bars in the center of your wreath form. Now this wreath form has 6 sections and a section is between the crossbars. So you'll be putting a minimum of 9 bundles in each section. Now if you do about 9 bundles in each section, you can do the base of this wreath in this method using 4 rolls of Dollar Tree Deco Mesh. If you want the base a little bit fuller, then you'll want to bump it up to 6 rolls of deco mesh so that you can really fill in those sections and get the base nice and full. Now to attach your bundles, you just take your 2 pipe cleaners and you feed it on either side of those 2 bars in the center. I just kind of center it up, pull the pipe cleaners together and give a good twist or 2. And then I like to pull my pipe cleaners together, and then I push my pipe cleaners forward. Grab my bundle and slide it over. Now what that's going to do is it's going to keep my back looking nice and clean. It's going to keep all the sharp edges away from the back. And from the front, once you get everything filled in, you're not going to see those pipe cleaners at all. So again, just feed it on either side of the 2 bars in the center. Pull your pipe cleaners together nice and tight and give a good twist or 2. Pull them together. Push forward. And then I also kind of fold in my butterfly. So you want it to fold up like this as you push it over. And then just keep adding. And like I said, you want a minimum of 9 bundles per section if you only have 4 rolls. And if you're working with 6 rolls, then you can do, let's see, about 14 bundles per section. I'm going to work on my base, get a couple sections done, and then I'll be back. I have my first 2 rolls of mesh on, and I was able to cover 3 of my sections. Now one section has 10 bundles and the other 2 sections have 9. But I'm really happy. I think you get a nice full base. And the only thing that I do is when I get everything in, I'll go through, fluff it out. You just go in, you grab the wings, you just kind of pull one to either side. That helps widen it out a little bit and fluffs it out. But I think that's beautiful, very nice. So you have half a wreath base completely covered with just 2 rolls of Dollar Tree mesh. I have my base complete, and it only took 4 rolls of Dollar Tree Deco mesh to get a nice thick full base with the folded ruffle method. Now here on the back you can see I did attach everything to the 2 bars in the center, and by tucking my pipe cleaners it keeps everything nice and clean on the back. Now this is the time, if you have anything that's sticking out that may look a little funny, to go in and trim. But as you can see, you get very little to no fraying with the folded ruffle method. Now we're going to be using this really pretty summertime sign that I found at Dollar Tree. I love the bright colors. It says welcome, and it has these icons hanging down from the bottom. Everything is attached here on the back with a ribbon. I'm going to go ahead and remove the ribbon and the icons. I'm only interested in the sign. I have all of my icons and the ribbon removed off the back, and I have glued on 4 pipe cleaners. And since I'm just using the hot glue, I decided to add a little bit of ribbon to make it extra secure. So my sign is now ready to go onto our wreath. Now I like my signs right up on top, kind of in the middle usually. Sometimes I angle them a little bit, but this time I think I'm gonna go right in the middle on this one. To attach that, you just move your deco mesh aside till you can get down to your wire frame in the back, and then you feed your pipe cleaners through and attach it to the wire frame. Now you can attach it anywhere on the wire frame that you need to get your sign to sit the way that you want to on your wreath. I have my sign attached. It's nice and secure. It's not going to go anywhere. And I absolutely love that dark blue background against that vibrant pink. I think it makes it stand right out, and bright, beautiful colors are perfect for summertime decor. I picked out 2 ribbons to go on the wreath today, and I wanted something to match the blue background in the sign, so I went with these 2. Now this one is called Ribbon Trends. I did pick this one up from Dollar Tree, and it's really pretty. It's a nice sheer blue. I thought it was very fitting to match the background. And then I'm going to accompany that with this really beautiful ribbon. This one I got from craftoutlet.com, and it does have an item number here. I will include that. But I love the colors. Again, all those beautiful shades of blue. It reminds me of the ocean. And I think the 2 together are going to be really pretty. Cut 6 pieces of each ribbon at 9 inches. Then cut 1 piece of each ribbon at 20 inches for a simple bow. Now I have my ribbon cut at 9 inches, and I did dovetail the ends of all my ribbon. And I'm just going to be stacking. Find the center, pinch, add half a pipe cleaner, I always like to pull everything down. I can get a nice tight grip. That way I also know that it's nice and even. Give a few twists. And that's what your ribbon bundles should look like. With your 20-inch piece of ribbon, you make a basic bow of each, and then you stack the blue on top of your stripe, and a basic bow is 1 loop on either side with tails. I have all my ribbon bundles made and in, and my basic bow. Now this wreath has 6 sections, so I placed a ribbon bundle in each section, and then I placed my bow. So on this ribbon bundle, I put it a little closer so that I had place to put my bow, but I'm really happy with that. And now I'm going to be placing the rest of my elements. Now for the embellishments, I have these little icons. I have a little popsicle, a little mason jar drink, a pineapple, a pair of sunglasses, and a little flip-flop. Now the flip-flop came with the sign. These glasses I pulled off of another sign, which was this one. And then these other icons came out of the new decor packages that you can get from Dollar Tree. They have 3 different ones. So out of this one, I just took one of the popsicles. That's this one. And then another package had this one and this in it. And I like these. I'm so happy that Dollar Tree came out with these because the graphics are really nice. You know, they're nice and sturdy. They're perfect to add a little bit more decor to your wreath. And then I'm also going to add just a couple of the flowers. I'm probably just going to be using this one, but I do have 1 of each. Dollar Tree is carrying these again this year, and they're really pretty. Last year I used the pink on my flamingo wreath. I'll link that one at the end, but they look so beautiful and stunning. But we're going to start with these guys. And the first thing I need to do is add a pipe cleaner to each of them so that I can attach it to my wreath. And you'll want to add a full-length pipe cleaner so that you don't have to struggle with attaching it. Half a pipe cleaner may not be quite long enough. So I'm getting all of my little icon embellishments in, and again here on the back I hot glued and then just put a little piece of ribbon over that. I just want to make sure these don't fall off. And then just kind of play with the placement. Once you find their placement, you attach them the same way you do your ribbon bundles. Just separate the mesh until you can get down to the wire frame and attach it to the wire frame. Make sure to trim and tuck your ends once you have them in place. And you don't need to tighten them down really tight. You want them to sit up on top. And once you get them on, you can adjust whatever direction you want them. And then once you find the placement and the direction, if you need to, you can just kind of lift up and add a little bit of hot glue and glue it right to the deco mesh so it does not move. Okay, I'm going to tack down my embellishments. I'm going to add a couple of the florals and then I'll be back and show you the finished product. And there you go, we're all done. I have all of my embellishments in. I did go in and add just 2 flowers. I thought that was perfect, kind of one on either side of the sign there. But I really love those little wood icons. I think they are beautiful. I love the graphics and they match so well with all of the summertime signs that Dollar Tree has in. Well, I hope you enjoyed today's festive summertime wreath. This makes me feel like I want to go to Hawaii or someplace tropical and lay out on the beach and enjoy the warm sunshine. I'm ready for summer. How about you? Thanks so much for stopping by. I hope you enjoyed today's tutorial. If you did, please give me a big thumbs up and show some love in the comments. This really does help support my channel. If you know anyone who would enjoy my content, please share it with them. If you like hauls and craft tutorials, you're going to want to check out these other videos. Thanks again for stopping by. It's always a pleasure. Have a great day, and I'll catch you in the next video.